Tonight on Toy Domination, Dom's not here and Joe runs it alone, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing. Hey, everybody. How is it going? We're going to say hi to the chat. Tony is, well, let's put it this way. I'm really bad at explaining time zone changes. So he's jumping on as soon as he can. Let's say hi to the chat. Oh, so not Dom and Joe, just Joe. And Tony too? Eventually. Settle down. I'm glad to be catching this. I'm glad you're catching it too, Josiah. I'm glad to see you here. Bob's here. Hello. Hey, Bob. No, hello, Rad. Are there new comments? Showtime. Oh, now it's showtime. Yeah, we're getting there. Bjorn with the Schmibulok, of course. Oh, Toyamek? Toyamek? Am I saying that right? Tony talking about Joe's and Customs. I'm in. Yeah. If he thought it was at the right time because of me, he would be here to talk about Customs. But he's on his way. Beta Ray Bob. Oh, Beta Ray Bob. Hi. Bjorn, howdy, Rad. What's up, Nation from Task Force Figures and Games? And what do we got here? Oh, don't forget. Oh, thanks, Beta Ray Bob. You're always looking out for us on that one. I'm horrible about it. All right, let's see here. Oh, Fat Red Foo's here. Creepy Brown. Love that name. All right, well, I don't know what to do. Don does push-ups for being late. Dom's not late. Dom can't make it. He's busy with life. Life has gotten him busy. But Dom won't be showing up, but Tony should be here shortly. Hold on. Let me unmute myself and make sure. All right, well, I don't know what to do until people get here. Let's just do some what you got. How about what you got? I can do that before anybody gets here. Did anybody get to Toylanta? I would ask. I did. So one of my what you gots is from there. Let me see this up. Oh, Tony. Oh. Oh. All right. Let me move this somewhere. Here, we'll just hold it up since I'm the only one here. It's Toylanta exclusive. Do you guys see this guy? Amazing. Oh, Tony is here. Oh, we'll get him on. Hold on. Anyway, tonight we'll get there. Tonight we're talking G.I. Joe with Tony from Tony's Fix.
What up?
Hey, man.
Time zone screwball crap, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. No, it's fine, dude. Are you kidding? Yeah, normally I'd have a co-host to be bouncing off of, and we'd be like, we're fine. We can kill some minutes. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to talk into the void. See how that goes. And it wasn't.
What happens, yeah. Sheesh.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm just fighting a like sore throat, but it goes away when I wake up and brush my teeth. And now it's just like a cough that won't stop, and I'm trying to break it up.
I was just gonna mention the same thing. Like my voice is kind of sounding not like myself, and if I do mute and just go like this for like a solid 3 minutes, like that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So we're just gonna both be muting, and
it sounds so weird in my ears. I'm like, where is this voice coming from? Yeah. It's going around over here.
So how's it going, man?
Not bad.
We've never met, everybody.
Yeah.
Total strangers.
Exactly.
I do watch Toy Kind of Mood every once in a while, and then as much as I can. And then I've seen a bunch of videos lately. They've been coming up in my feed. Have you been making more, or is it just like, oh, this guy likes Toy Kind of Mood?
No, I'm well. I've been hosting Circle of Jerks, sometimes a Toy Kind of Mood, and then I've been hosting pretty much regularly now with the Delta 17 stuff. I made the figures, but I haven't shown people what I made them from. So you get into that role, you get into that mood where I'm gonna do 3 or 4 of them and then space them out week to week. Then you can leave YouTube alone. So that's kind of fun. Now I'm like, now it's time for the next one. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Your Delta 17 stuff's really fun.
Thanks, man.
I did talk to Ken about jumping in, but he had to work tonight as well. So we'll see. I mean, I said jump in late if you can, but we'll see. But it'd be fun to have him on and see your stuff. I don't know. Do you know Ken at all from Toy Connections?
Yes. Very well. We talk all the time.
Okay. All right.
We're in chat together. I met him at Joe Fest. Yeah, that's he's one of my boys. We talk all the time.
Good. Yeah. All right. Cool. I mean, well, if he can jump in, he can. Well, I give him the link.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. He's trying. Oh, Dom's like texting me in the background. He's jumping on now. I'm like, I know. Oh man.
Right on. Yeah.
So
Tony has COVID-19. Creepy Bowen. That's awesome.
Oh my god. My mouse is not having fun right now. Hold on. It's like you're doing too many things.
Right. Yeah, I had it. I was watching Yojo Jerk, and I said, well, I got some time. I'm going to get in the shower. And I'm like, wait a minute. 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 here, not 7. It's weird because Arizona doesn't change. California does. And
that might be what threw me off.
Right. We don't change. So I'm like, it's a trip.
You're the ones that are doing it right.
Right. For a long time too.
I know. Why can't we all get on board with that?
Hell yeah.
All right, let me close this shit. Because that's obviously sucking up my bandwidth. All right. Let's see here. All right, well, tonight we're talking about G.I. Joes.
Nice.
Just in general. We don't have anything to talk about. It's just G.I. Joes. General discussion.
Just Joe's, right?
So first of all, just generally getting to know each other questions.
Yeah.
How long have you been into G.I. Joe? Is it just classified, or did it start with our childhood in 3 quarters?
Childhood, okay. Big time, yeah. I was
gonna say, somebody like you, I doubt it was the classified line that got you into it. I mean, but it could have been.
It got me back into it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. So big so into the comic books. That's also a question though. But so you read the old school Joe stuff?
Yes, all of it. I
don't know how far I got. I mean, I definitely read a lot of it. I don't know if I read all of it. Have you been reading the new they picked it back up line?
A little bit. I need to go. We don't have a comic store close to me. At work, there's one close to me, but I haven't made it out there yet. But I picked up a few books. But the new stuff is pretty damn cool. It is pretty cool.
So they've got the Energon universe, and yeah, that is what I was talking about. But also there is the mainstream, but like they started at 300 or whatever when they stopped.
Right.
Like whatever it got to, they started. Like Larry Hama's writing it again.
Oh yeah. And it's just me. It looks like they kicked out Dom. So what's happening, chat? Let's see what's going on. He'll get back in here. So your new host for Toy Domination, Tony Romo. He's just getting back at me for being late. All right, Dom, I hear you. Well, what is going on with this chat? I see Trey from Toyomic Displays. It's funny because I can't control the chat. I can just read. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Trey.
Jumping in. It's not. I'm not getting back at you.
You are
a little bit.
like this asshole.
No, my monitor has been being such a bitch lately, and just like will just cut out in the middle feed, and it'll be fine all day long. And the second I do a live stream, it's like I'm gonna stop working now, and you're like, you son of a bitch!
All of a sudden, my face is on
Oh
big
god,
screen.
of course. Like I've been, like
it's
of
me
course
now.
right now, of course right now, Anyway, let me get my mic back on. I mean, I've got my AirPods in, but
All right, man.
oh Jesus, that's all we need tonight is technical difficulties.
Technicalities.
Yeah.
Oh, deal with them all the time. with my silky smooth R&B voice in effect right now.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. It's Tony's Figs on Toy Domination.
Off to a great start. Yeah, Tony has COVID-19.
Damn Jovid.
Oh, those Delta Customs are fire. That is true. I
Thank you,
agree
Trey.
with that completely. What started that? Have you been? You're just a big fan of the Delta 17 guys, and
Yeah, they're. I made friends with them guys a while back, and then I met them at Joe Fest. And we hung out, and I think we were waiting for a while and some new Joe stuff. They came out with a 3 3/4 inch. So I'm like, you know what? I can make these into 6-inch, and let me just get their blessing. Not that I needed it or nothing. And
yeah, now you needed it, but
do it, and then I can push Steven into going 6-inch. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go.
And it's like
That'd be awesome.
Really
I mean,
they're doing. Really
they are
well.
doing it. Yeah. I mean, we've talked with them and about them a lot, but one of the things I just loved about the line right away was the storage in the backpack. I know it sounds insane, but for like a 3 3/4, like being able to stash stuff in the backpack and put on, I was like, that is so smart. Why have they never done that before for the 3 3/4?
Yeah, definitely.
Just little things like that. I was just like, oh, twistable wrists, and I can put stuff in the backpack. I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah, great in the beard, really.
Save those thumbs.
Yeah. The thumbs that don't snap off every 5 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So, I mean, I gave you no heads up about this at all, but usually when we do the news, we put a hat on. That's a bit. But if you don't have anything close by, it's fine.
I'll grab my Tony Figs hat right now.
All right, cool. All right, so we don't have news per se, but I did just grab a bunch of the recent pre-orders and stuff for Joe Classified, so we could like go through and kind of like talk about him. How much are you getting? What are you getting? What are you not getting? That kind of thing.
Let's do it.
So. Oh, look at that Tony Fix hat.
Yeah. Get the merch out. I got to get the merch.
Shirt store. you can get a few shirts there.
I opened up the merch store so I could buy my own stuff.
I know. I'm same.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care if someone else wants a shirt. I want a shirt with our logo.
I want a shirt. I want a sweater. I want a tee. I want a long sleeve.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I love the logo. It's fantastic.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you guys know the Tony Figs logo? If you don't, it's really good. If you like G.I. Joe, you're going to like Tony Figs logos.
Yeah.
All right, news. All right, so not news. We call it news-ish on our show because we don't talk about anything relevant. It's always just like, what are you getting over there? Kind of vibe. But so first off, we got the mass device stuff. Were you able to? Well, I got Snake Eyes. Do you want the mass device stuff? How much into the cartoon stuff are you?
I'm into the cartoon, but I could care less for the mass device stuff. I don't need another colored Snake Eyes. The polar bear is awesome, but I got no more room. I'm like, I'm right. Good. I'm good for now.
The polar bear was too awesome for me to pass up. I love the cartoon, but like my classified line, like I'm on the side of like I kind of liked the first designs where they were doing a little bit more futuristic look to them. I didn't mind that so much. I don't like the best is like rock and roll where it's like marrying new with old, kind of thing. Like I would say is in my opinion. Definitely. So like when it goes real deep cartoon like that, like I'm like,
that's same here.
But polar bear, I had to do it.
It is dope. It is dope. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But that being said, like I don't need another. Like I've got not the. I didn't even get the retro card back snake eyes. Got the one
No?
that come. That no, but again, it was just the strap. Like I didn't care. But it was
Yeah.
because I already had the one that came with timber, so it's like, nah, it's close enough.
Right, right.
You know, but this one and this one being bluish, purplish color, like I'm like, yeah, I don't need that either. But
Nah.
I can't again, the polar bear, I couldn't. I didn't get so with Breaker and the divers, sold out in 5 seconds. I didn't even get a chance to get them.
Yeah, I did.
You did? You get both of them? The divers?
No. I got
okay, just Breaker.
Just Breaker. Yeah, Breaker's
Breaker,
awesome.
I completely missed. Like the pre-order popped up. I totally missed it. Didn't realize I was only there like maybe an hour later or whatever, and it was already gone. But
wow.
So that was annoying. But because I did want that Breaker looks great. I really wanted him, but
yeah.
I guess I do have the Breaker that came with the Ram cycle. So not the end of the world, but this one does look really awesome.
Yeah. I
don't have to tinker with that.
I don't have to tinker with the new one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he looks cool. I mean, again, not too worried about it. I'm sure there'll be like I didn't get the Tiger Force wreckage and the Tiger Paw.
Oh, I did just to get wreckage, and I made him.
Well, I got it eventually because it just popped up in Target. You know, like it's sold out and then you couldn't get it anywhere. And then eventually, like months later, I was like, oh, there it is. So I grabbed it. But and hopefully that happens with Breaker. But that's my fingers crossed. I get a Breaker at some point. But yeah, the divers, ketchup and mustard divers. You're not into that?
No, I got enough divers, with the anniversary one, and I made a wetsuit. I have torpedo. I have 2 eels and no boat. No watercraft yet. So I'm like, nah.
Did you buy into that Fortnite water or that boat that everyone's been modding?
I was going to. I seen it a couple times on shelves, and I'm like, nah. I'd want to mod it, and I'm not too into modding the vehicles just yet. Not enough. I got enough from Gridiron and Gun Bunny Customs. He hooks it up really good. He's killing those vehicle customs.
Yeah. Let's check in with chat. Sorry, I'm usually Dom's on chat and I'm on images and stuff. But when it's just me, gotta check in periodically. Oops, I'm like, oh yeah, can we? Yeah, no problem, Album Rotiverse. We'll get right on that. Actually, I mean, honestly, we started super late, so you're not missing that much.
Yes, thank you.
On it, only not because of you, Tony. Because I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit here by myself just talk for no reason. So I was like, we could be late. It's fine. Yeah, I want the bear. I want the bear. I do want the bear. I mean, a lot of people are just saying I just want the bear. Yeah.
Dude, they're killing it with their animals. They're just killing it.
I like the ketchup and mustard divers. Hope they do relish.
They're cool.
You know what I was thinking? I mean, like, first of all, I don't know. Like, they had already given us the anniversary diver, like you said. I thought it was a weird move not to put a character in that. Like, slap a Destro head on that
or something.
Episode correctly. Like, Baroness and Destro are down there. Duke, I think, and Scarlet are down there. Give us a female. Like throw a Baroness and a Scarlet head on those.
Throw a Baroness head on that. Yeah, the yellow one.
And everyone would have been like, buying it. Well, not that they had any problem selling, I guess.
Yeah.
I hope the Breaker is plentiful in stores or it comes up for sale. I mean, I hope so. I mean, like, honestly, I'm enough of a sucker. I'll probably get it third hand or
second hand. He'll look great with Grunt. And the rest of the OG-13, you got Hawk coming out with the MMS.
Yeah, the new Colonel Hawk. Oh yeah, I didn't grab a picture of that.
Oh my god, they're doing what I want them to do.
Are you? So did you like the? I mean, all right. So I noticed a lot of your customs and a lot of the way you outfit your characters are more of a updated military, right?
Yeah.
So when an old ass weapon system like those giant rockets, like those that comes out, are you like that looks antiquated and I don't know if I want that, or is it
how much is it like the MMS that comes out with Hawk?
Right,
oh yeah, I want that because I've got 2 vehicles that can tow them. I've got Gridiron's Jungle Hound and I've got the Vamp all gridironed out, so I need something to tow. Plus that's right up my alley with Colonel Hawk. So
the Colonel Hawk is pretty I mean, it's worth it for that alone, I think. But so I'll probably end up getting it. My son, He's only 3 and change, but he loves to pull down the vehicles and just roll them all around and stuff.
Nice.
But his favorite thing is to grab the not the MMS, but whatever. What do they call it for the Cobra? Is it just MMS?
Yeah, there's an MMS and the HMS, something like that.
Yeah. But at any rate, he loves putting he's like, oh, I need the trailer so I can tow the trailer and tow the missiles. And I'm like, all right, every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Yet Joe left Tony alone for 5 minutes. I mean, for such a small amount of time. Creepy Bowen.
I'm used to it with a toy kind of mood dorks.
Adder? No, the Adder was the gun emplacement, right?
Oh, Adder.
Man, I want them to do that. It was almost like they were laying down and the canopy closed and it had the two guns.
Yeah, I had that back in the day. Yeah, they had two big cannons on the side.
Yeah, the two big cannons. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I would almost rather that because they could make some like.
I thought it was the ASP.
Oh, is that the ASP? Wait,
ASP.
What's the Adder?
I can't remember.
You're right. That is the ASP.
That is the ASP. Yes.
Well, my brain's gone, and that's fine. I'm an old man. You lose things.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
You know, you lose things.
Yep. Cobra ASP.
All right. So what's the Adder?
I don't know. Cobra Adder. You're going into Marvel.
You Googleize that. You Googleize it for us, Tony.
Yes. You're going into Marvel Legends territory with that, unless there is a Cobra Adder. Nope. Oh, wait a minute.
No, there's an Adder.
Is there?
But it's not towable. Oh, the Adder was 2 big missiles that popped up, and there was like 2 seats, I think. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, the dual missile launcher. Yeah. I'm looking at Cobra Adder, and all kinds of crossbows pop up.
You're like, this is not what I wanted.
No.
Adder was the dual missile launcher.
Yes.
Cobra launcher. Yeah.
Yes. It was a little.
Yeah.
It looked like a truck that goes out to the airplane on the tarmac to load.
Right. It does. Yeah. It does.
But it's loading.
It would look great next to your, plane that we're getting later this year, the Rattler.
Yes.
Did you get a Rattler?
No, I did not.
Really? No. Did you get a Dragonfly?
Yes, I had to get that. That was my childhood best toy ever in the world.
I did love the Dragonfly. I couldn't do just financially when that hit last year. I was just like, can't do it. It's just too much. I want it, but like it was just. I was like, eh. I think something had just hit. A bunch of pre-orders, but I feel like there was something big that I was like, oh shit, I can't pay for that and this. But yeah, I passed on the Dragonfly, unfortunately. But then, I had to get the Rattler. I love Wild Weasel to death from the comics, but specifically just in general. But I love that. I love that plane. I have 3 3/4. I have 4 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're the best. But I mean, I can also see passing any air vehicles. I could be like, give or take. Yep. But like if I had gotten the Dragonfly, I probably would have passed on the Rattler.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Wait.
What do you think will be the HasLab this year?
If they have one?
If they have one. I don't think that's true. Do you think they're not having one? I don't
think they're going to have one.
Really?
I haven't even thought about it. I'm like, okay, the Rattler's coming, and that's going to be it for a while, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I want another vehicle.
The Joe HasLabs are like solid money for them. Like they don't even have to. Interesting. I wonder. I know there's a lot of speculation on the fact that there might not be, and rumors that there might not be one. But
I want a Thunder Machine really bad, but that doesn't have to be a HasLab.
That's not HasLab.
Yeah.
Also, it would be Joe this year, right?
Yeah.
It'd be Joe this year. I mean, like a lot of people keep saying the Mobat, and I'm like, that's not a. I mean, it's such an old tank. I don't know. It's like a
Make the Mauler. The
Mauler would be cool. Yeah.
The Mauler would be awesome.
How much? So you're an 80s G.I. Joe collector, but you modernize a lot of your figures. How much are you into the retro figures?
All day. That's
me. Yeah.
All day. That retro Flint is like perfect.
Oh, I immediately.
I made the first one look just like this.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right. I remember you showing that. In a little bit here, we'll have you hold up 1,000 customs so we can see.
Oh shit.
Get them all ready, Tony.
I'll be grabbing them. You'll hear
Just, and then they're like, I'll just pick some off the floor, whatever we got.
I'm gonna be up really late tonight picking up toys.
Yeah. CoverGirl, I immediately bought this just because the first CoverGirl was like a meh for me. So like I was like, hey, I'm in.
I'm in all the way.
You got Televiper too?
Yes.
See, this one I passed on. I was like, I like my
my
updated cool.
I need at least one or two of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do love the writing across. That was like a no-brainer for me. I was like, that's amazing. Please give me more of that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I did pass. I mean, I might grab, like, if I see it hanging at Target, I'll probably be like, all right.
Oh, yeah,
I'll take
man, if you come buy it.
That. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. I might grab him. Then there's, let me see. I just muted to cough, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Oh, but yeah, that CoverGirl and that Flint, they look really good.
Yeah, the Flint looks awesome. CoverGirl with the blonde hair, for whatever reason, the baseball cap addition to that like makes it for me. For some reason, I'm just like, oh, okay. I like the normal hair sculpt as well, but like the ponytail with the cap, I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I had a buddy 3D print me a Wolverine, so I'm all in.
Oh yeah. I saw that on your channel recently.
Oh yeah.
You know what was annoying that you did, Tony?
What?
You had it in a thumbnail or something, or maybe on one of your videos, and I was like, tell me more about the Wolverine. Why is he not mentioning the fact that there's a Wolverine behind whatever he's talking about?
Oh yeah, I put it in there.
And it was like the next video you put up. You were like, and here's the Wolverine that everyone saw.
I did its own video. Yeah.
It was you teased it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sneaky. Let's see. Chaz the Guru. I don't see that there's any Hasbro would pass at the HasLab unless it's tariff uncertainty. Well, that's true. I mean, recent economic issues notwithstanding, I would say it'd be crazy for Hasbro not to do a HasLab, but at least for Joe. Maybe not for like Legends or Transformers or something, but
right.
But the Joe HasLabs have just been like crushed every time with like no problem. So like I have no idea why they wouldn't.
It's like easy money for them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do one this year and it'll just be way more money because of the I hope not. The orange attack boat would be solid kicking in this. The orange?
Oh, the devilfish.
Oh, yeah, the devilfish for the Joes. Oh, yeah. I think they've said like...
Every time someone says that, I think about that comic book with Beachhead driving it, Hawk and wetsuit on the side.
My brain immediately goes to the movie where Slaughter and the Slaughter's Marauders go up to the Terrordrome and they and they throw the blankets over them and stuff.
Yep.
Just instantly when I think of that vehicle. It's Joe's turn for the HasLab, and for the boat, I want a whale. The whale would be so big.
It was so big. I got a couple friends 3D printing that thing, and it came out great. I'm like, oh my god, what are you going to sell that for? Huh?
How much money do you want?
Can you make me one? Can we do a?
It's so big.
Can we do a trade off here?
That's like
I got a room now.
Yeah. How much room do you have?
Oh man,
not enough for a whale.
No. Top of the Detolfs, there's the Hiss, the Wolverine, the Vamp, the Jungle Hound, the Dragonfly. I'm like, please, Detolfs don't break in the middle of the night.
Yeah. They'll all come crashing down.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Dragonfly you could hang from the ceiling. That frees up some space.
And break out the fishing line.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you trust fishing line with it?
Yeah, it's strong.
Yeah, you can pull in a big ass fish with fishing line.
Oh yeah,
you're right. Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, the whale is my one too. I mean, as much as the whale would be cool because it is a hovercraft, so you could use it on land. It's not just a boat.
Right.
That being said, be so big and so much money. I don't know. If it's a whale, I might pass on it. And is that true, Joe?
Yeah.
Maybe I would. I don't know.
Gaz and Chaz in the chat.
Gaz and Chaz.
Gaz and Chaz.
Hey, fellas. Is Hasbro manufacturing China? I mean, don't they all? I think a lot of it went to Korea.
Vietnam, Korea,
Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam.
Vietnam.
No, you're right.
I think Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vietnam's.
I got a nice devilfish for classified. Oh, really?
Oh,
3D printed, I assume.
yes.
There's
How
a lot
did
of cool third-party stuff aside from like
Oh yeah.
gridiron level
Yeah.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can find that can really
Definitely.
flesh out your collection.
Yeah.
It's officially a Joe stream when Gaz shows up.
Right.
Hey, Gaz. That's true. It's not. He's not wrong. No. Let's see here. All right. Well, so the rest of this is just the last wave that came out basically for pre-order. Got Footloose. You into
Yes.
Footloose?
Definitely. I
I mean,
made
he's
a
so
couple.
classic. You don't even need the retro, right?
Yeah, exactly. What are they gonna do for a retro? I made him a custom, but I'm definitely picking this up. Hell yes.
Yeah, I grabbed him. So, how far into 3 3/4 does your love of GI Joe extend?
I'm
Into the later years?
oh, well, no Eco Warriors for me.
Yeah, no.
I think maybe at Battle Force 2000, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Battle Force 2000, that wasn't that late.
that wasn't. I think I was still reading the comics when that came out.
Man, he killed them fast, huh?
Yeah.
He was like, "This was for toys. I don't want these in the book."
Exactly.
they're immediately
They
dead.
did die.
So, Darklon is why I've asked that question. He's later on, kinda, and
Yeah.
he's weirder.
Yes.
Do you grab Darklon?
Nope. I did not. I didn't have any connection to him back in the day. His colors are wonky, but he's a fun. I mean, he's what Destro's relative, Destro's cousin. So he's in the Iron Grenadiers and with Destro. So I'm glad they made him for people who want him. But
Yeah.
if I get him, I'd have to repaint him.
I do wish they had gone more brown with that like leather padding that he has, because that would have like kind of made it make a lot more sense. Although in the in-hand pictures it does look a little more brown. It's less like yellowy orange, but
Right.
it's still definitely, you're gonna need something to cover that up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's weird. They muted his pants were like, I feel like a little more vibrant in the original toy. Yeah. And in this, it's kind of more of a muted, like maroon color. And it's like, why'd you go one direction with his pants color and then the other direction with the padding? Because the padding was not orange,
Right.
I don't. That being said, I love Darklon.
Yeah,
and I definitely bought him.
He's cool. I can see why. I'm holding it down. Joe's the one coughing.
Just the one cough. I thought there was going to be multiple.
Oh, now you.
But yeah, Darklon. I love this guy, man. From when I was a kid, I don't know why. It makes no logical sense. It's a silly figure, For the most part, the classifieds that I love tend to be the ones that are like the Saw Viper that's looks original but is kitted the fuck out, like kind of just like really to the nth degree. And Darklon is just like, might as well be the old toy,
right?
But I just couldn't. I couldn't pass on Darklon. We got Blowtorch.
Yep, I had him when I was a kid.
So he also they muted a little bit.
And they did, yeah. I'm glad they did
in certain ways. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Did you pick him up?
I'm liking it. Yep, he's pre-ordered.
All right, so I definitely did that as well. I mean, I'm not passing on Blowtorch, but
no,
I like what they did with the silver in the discs, so it's not just this giant flat red color on his chest and front.
Yeah, exactly.
And the mask looks great, and the Blowtorch.
Yeah, they did a
great.
real good job with that. Yeah,
I'm
down for this all day. Blowtorch looks cool. His weapon is cool.
Yeah,
he looks good.
He does look good. What? I used to not like the 90s Joes, but now I just love it all. Not
right.
I mean, that's fair. But Gaz, you're like straight 3 3/4, right? Or do you get classified? Tell me. I don't know, Gaz. Do you get classified?
I think he does.
Allison Troy's here.
Yeah, Allison. What's up, girl?
Eco Warriors Joe meets Captain Planet. I mean, yeah, Eco Warriors is bad. There was some bad stuff there.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Joe blowtorch. Hey, Smash that like, oh, thanks, Toriyama.
Yeah.
Blowtorch. I mean, yeah, I gotta get him.
Yeah.
So Frag Viper. This is a weird one. This is kind of in that area of like Darklon, and it's getting later.
Yeah.
How do you feel about him?
Frag Viper, I skipped on. I mean, if I see him hanging on the pegs, I might pick him up, but I'm not special ordering him. I never had an attachment to him when I was a kid. I never had a Frag Viper. This one's kind of cool. They made him like a cyborg type guy.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
He's pretty dope. You know, I mean, that crazy high alive thing he's got for his grenades is a shit. I'm like, what the hell?
I always used that as like a giant gutting blade for my figure when I was a kid.
There you go.
Because it was just like this huge hook, and you're just like, oh, he's gonna stab somebody with that thing.
He's gonna gut somebody real crazy.
But yeah, but like that. I mean, so I got one of those. But like, so usually with a generic trooper like this, I just at least get two.
Yeah.
But Frag
with
Viper,
him, I'll at least get one.
I'll get one.
If I see him, I'll get one, just to have a representation, just like the Saw Viper. I got one.
I almost just got one of him because he's kind of a character.
Yeah, he is. You could call him.
So I almost just stuck with one, but I did get two of those. Yeah. Weirdly enough, so my son again loves to pull down the Joes. I keep them low, on the shelves so he can grab them. But like, nice. For some reason, he just loves Saw Viper, and I'm just like, okay. So he grabs them both all the time. He's like, these guys got to be the bad guys. I'm like, maybe they just look like hired goons for him with Batman or something. I don't know what it is, but he's just like,
right.
I'll make these guys the bad guys. That and the Range Vipers. He loves the Range Vipers with the skull face and the brain helmet.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was
the
insane.
Range Viper. Yeah.
Yeah, the Range Vipers are cool.
I got one of those. Got one mole rat. That's all I need.
I got two mole rats.
Did you?
Yeah. I use them as like lab guys with Dr. Mindbender. They're like,
there you go. Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Yeah. Hanging out with the scientists. But yeah, I don't know. I got a few Frag Vipers. Okay.
Did you make a Mindbender? Oh no, we have Mindbender. I'm talking about Dr. Venom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Venom.
That'd be cool.
I've thought about it a couple of times. There's a few suited bodies.
Legends
like Legends, yeah. Egghead, and then you can easily get a lab coat pretty easily. Like
Egghead,
and I have
Egghead, Fantastic Four guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can just grab a lab coat. I mean, like you can just grab one online. I mean, like if you get soft goods or whatever.
GPS lot.
GPS lot. Right. Exactly. But yeah, so I've thought about making one. I don't know if I could find the right head sculpt. It wouldn't be hard to throw together.
No, hell no.
Do you sculpt heads when you do stuff, or you just cobble everything together?
Oh no, I cobble them. I'll find them. I'll find good head sculpts and I'll paint them up. I haven't dabbled in sculpting at all. No.
Okay. Law and Order. How do you feel about it?
Most definitely. Yeah, I made a custom, and Kurt Bazigian loved it. So I'm like, hell yes. But yeah, this one looks really good. I'll be copping this one too. He looks really good. Order looks awesome. You can.
Yeah, Order looks great. They're crushing with the animals.
Yeah, you could put Doc's pouches from his plate carrier on him. So and Law looks great.
Yeah, I also picked this up. For me, it's no brainer. When random figures will come into your collection and you open them up and you're like, this is 1,000 times better than I thought it was going to be. Outback was one of those for me.
Oh yeah.
Even that's the Tiger Force one, even before the original one came out. But that body, for some reason, Joe classified body, that buck is like fantastic. So like the fact that Law's built off that buck, I'm like 1,000%, because it's going to be a good
big figure. Time. I've made so many customs with Outback's legs because they're great camouflage.
They're great.
Leg buck with boots high, tucked in. Nice.
Yeah. Law and Order was a no-brainer for me. Oh, sorry, we do something on the show. It's called No Brainer.
Okay.
I said the words, so we got to do it.
You said the words.
I said the words. You got to do No Brainer. What else we got here? Oh, okay. So this I did not get. Again, sold out super fast. crystal ball.
Oh man, yeah, I could care less.
That's kind of how I felt. So I wasn't that upset about it.
Right.
But I do love the glowing green bits, like the, I don't know, Scarecrow from Batman-esque vibes about it. Like, you're not actually seeing this. It's like all in your head kind of thing.
Right. He's just
I kind of love that about it, but like
this Cthulhu looking head.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Them calling it a pet was ridiculous, but you know,
that was stupid. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But like making this ridiculous figure like look cool is no easy task, and they did it. And so I'm like, okay, that's pretty awesome. But at the same time, not that upset that he sold out super fast.
Right. Look at Allison. Allison loves crystal ball.
I hope mine doesn't get canceled. He's super cool. Stop hating Tony.
Stop hating Tony.
We're not hating.
She knows.
We're just it's a hard pass. Again, if I had been able to grab it, I probably would have, just because I buy everything classified essentially. If for some reason I decide later on, I'm like, I don't need this. What will I do?
Right.
But yeah, what's the figure you're waiting for to be made? That's an excellent question. I was going to ask that actually.
Oh wow.
Talking about GI Joes in general, what's the figure that hasn't been made that you're waiting for? I mean, a lot of people would have said Retro Flint, I would think. I
was like, I've made the ones that, I think we had Lenny and Tony on our Toy Kind of Mood, and I had asked them, say, do you guys have a camera in my room? You can see the customs I made, because I start making ones that you don't make yet, and then you make them. So I'm like, I made a wetsuit a while back, and they still haven't come out with a wetsuit.
That would be a cool one. Do you think I'll have a removable helmet with his fro hair from the cartoon?
Maybe.
That little curly mop. That'd be good.
Put him next to Leathernecks. They could fight all day.
Yeah. So you want a wetsuit?
I want a wetsuit. I wanted a monkey wrench for the longest time. I made one, and now they made one. So I'm like, man.
I was on the younger side, so I'm an 80 kid. So like, even though I was like turning 5 or so, like when G.I. Joe was like really coming into its stride, Monkey Wrench was my first Dreadnought.
Oh, really? So
like, I didn't have, so they're only slightly, the other 3 are only slightly before him really in the line, but like, I had him first, well, Zartan, but I had him first essentially. And then I was just like, and then the other, so like, I've been excited for Monkey Wrench since day one.
Oh yeah. I've had, after Buzzer, Ripper, Torch, you're good with them and Zartan. Mm-hmm. And then Monkey Wrench has to be Monkey Wrench.
Okay. So what's your favorite G.I. Joe on the Joes?
On the Joes.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite G.I. Joe on the Joes. I mean, it's gonna sound like everybody else. I mean, Snake Eyes was my guy in the comic, because I'm a big comic book dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Snake Eyes is my dude, man. I mean, I love the Commando Snake Eyes. I love the I did not really like the 00 Snake Eyes that they made. He looked kind of wimpy. He was supposed to be armored, and he looked really small. So I customized a V2 Snake Eyes, who I like a whole lot better.
Okay. For me, it's Tunnel Rat, but they made him.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like, I'm also a huge Snake Eyes fan. Don't get me wrong. But like, if I had to like have only one GI Joe, I'd be like Tunnel Rat. I love Tunnel Rat.
Oh, nice. Larry Hama.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I like the embodiment of the writer of the book. No, I just I have an affinity for like the sidekick characters when I was a kid. I was like, I loved Robin, like kind of thing. Like, so like Tunnel Rat was always like he's like the sneaky guy. I like the rogues. I like the thieves. Like he's the one that like snuck around and got somewhere and blew something up. I thought that was awesome.
That's awesome. That's badass.
Yeah. So like Tunnel Rat was always one of my favorite. Oh, Beachhead favorite.
Beachhead's awesome.
Very solid. Loved Beachhead.
Yep.
Retro Beachhead I didn't pick up just because I liked the classified one, but I'll probably get that Night Force one.
Oh man, that 2-pack?
Yeah.
Ooh, that with Quick. They made Quick Kick look cool in that one.
I love Quick Kick. I love what they gave us already, but that Quick Kick is like
Yeah,
all day, all day.
that one looks
I
pretty
love
dope.
how Lenny was like, "We gave him shoes, okay?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yes."
Yeah, he must have heard
Can we
us.
have
Yeah,
some shoes? I
'Cause
love
he's
the barefoot one.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. I got a cloth goods for my just so
That
he's
looks
not
dope.
at least he's not running around without a shirt on either. You know,
Right.
so I added a little bit to mine just to be like,
Yeah.
I'll just at least give him a shirt.
I had made one. I had made one with quick kicks, top from the waist up, and then not double O snake eyes, but that snake eyes from the waist down. And
Oh, okay.
He looks cool. Yeah, I gave him a plate carrier from oh my god, I think it was a Range Viper, and I painted it red. So it
Okay.
came out pretty good. Yeah.
There is an inconsistency with the body type that I don't hate, but I think is weird. You know, like they did the Night Force Falcon with finally a good head sculpt.
Oh yeah.
I immediately robbed that and gave it to my original Falcon.
Yeah.
You know, and swapped that head on. So I just have the battle, well, not Battle Force. What's it called?
Yeah.
What Steel Corps, Steel Brigade.
After they made that piece of shit Falcon, I made one.
Oh god. Oh yeah. I don't love those legs, man. That like I don't know how yours are, but that Falcon legs that they used for Recondo, and they've used it a couple times. I think for the other Televiper, I think. But something about that boot, like their ankles don't like bend forward enough or something. I don't know what it is, but it
like
drives me crazy.
World War II cover spat belt.
Yeah.
No,
it's just the physical joint itself. It's not the fact that they look old. It's, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the way the figure like moves. I'm like, oh, this is annoying.
Oh yeah.
Haters gonna hate. I have 3. I'd like to see Cutter, Heavy Metal, and well, they're making Mercer.
Making Mercer.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, which I'm excited for. I love.
Yeah,
Mercer
to me,
too.
he doesn't have to be as huge. He's really big in the Energon universe.
Yeah, Energon universe. Yeah, I'd like to see both versions, honestly.
Super. Yeah, yeah. I don't care.
But yeah, it looks like they're staying pretty true to OG Mercer from the stuff that's leaked.
That's leaked. Yeah.
Quick kick without a shirt and in the snow and barefoot.
Yeah, good old freaking.
Every once in a while, he'd put on the furry jacket, the hood jacket thing that they do
in the comic, maybe. Yeah.
No, he did that in the cartoon, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he did. He did.
Sig Toy
favorite character is Duke. Favorite figure is Shockwave. Shockwave's an awesome figure.
Both versions of Shockwave are pretty badass.
Yeah, I really liked the DEF Shockwave. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the solid.
Isn't he a Night Force? The Night Force Shockwave is badass.
Oh, Night Force Shockwave is phenomenal.
That's my. Everybody asks, what's your favorite sub team? Well, for me, it's the Dreadnoks all day. But if I had to pick if it had to be another real sub team, Night Force all day.
It's weird. I like Night Force for whatever reason. So I kept getting Joe's like later into life. So you're getting to high school or whatever, and your friends are like selling off their collections. I'd be like, I will take all of that, kind of thing. So I absorbed a lot of that later, but like, because me and Dom are insane people, and we just kept buying G.I. Joes. But Night Force, I didn't have a lot of them when I was a kid. Actually,
I did not at all. I had none.
And I started getting like a few of them later on. I was like, what is this exactly? I don't know. I don't know if Night Force just like flew under the radar, or it was like slightly before I really started buying Joes like crazy when I was a kid or something. But
oh man, give me all that green.
It was later in life that I started going, give me all of these Night Force. I love all of this.
Olive, drab, and black. I'm all in.
Oh, there you go. I finally figured out my answer. What is it? Muskrat. I loved Night Force Muskrat. I don't love the original Muskrat.
I made a Muskrat, but I didn't make a Night Force.
That's who I'm excited for, because that hasn't even been talked about in classifieds. That's who I'm excited for, is Muskrat.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of the ones I've already been excited for, and there's already news that some of the other ones that I'm excited for are coming. So
right.
One that hasn't been mentioned at all is Muskrat, I think, and yeah, he's one that I can't wait to get.
Yeah, it was fun to make.
What up, bitches? Hey,
that's
Sig.
my line, Sig Toy Arts. What up, bitches?
What up, bitches? hose.
What up,
Came out at
hose?
night. It came out at night.
Yep.
Night Force came out at night. All right. I was in bed. I had a curfew. If you took Merce's head and popped it onto a retro card Viper, oh, you know what's so funny? I was thinking about getting a retro Viper just for that, just to like put a Flint head on it or something like that. You know how Flint would randomly be like, "I'm in a Cobra uniform" or something. Like Flint, he did that a lot. I feel like
put Flint and Mutt on a Viper. Yeah.
Yes, that'd be awesome. And so I would like. Speaking of, I have plenty of the 3-pack Vipers. I don't need more Vipers. So when the retro Viper came out, I was like, eh. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, that'd be kind of cool to throw a Joe head on there.
Oh
that'd be kind of a fun
all day,
fun Viper, a fun quick mod.
Mm-hmm.
Our high school mascot was an old timey diver, and there was a run on V2 Deep 6 in Central Florida, making him impossible to get. We'll be curious to see. High spongers would pay for Class V. Okay.
Oh man.
All right, Josiah. It's a complicated chat comment, but all right. All right. There's only a few. I mean, what are we on? Crystal Ball. All right. Snake Armored. It's a little silly. It's gigantic. It's mildly expensive. Doesn't come with a pilot. Did you get one? Or
all day? I got one.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yes.
I stupidly ordered 2 of these without knowing.
Oh yeah, the fact that
I don't know if I'll keep 2.
Pilot, yeah, it doesn't come with a driver or pilot, whatever. I was good with that. I put whatever I wanted.
I was fine with that.
Yeah,
yeah. It's meant. I don't know. I always found those as a kid to just be like, oh, we'll throw anybody in this.
Anybody in that.
It was a classic. Like the GI Joes are captured. Let's stick them in this armor and make them fight themselves kind of thing. And then they'd break the armor open and be like, oh my God, we've been fighting Snake Eyes, or whatever. Okay, because you can put a Joe in the,
that's why I wanted to make Quinn.
That's how we used them when I was a kid.
Yeah, they need to make Quinn. I'll throw him in there.
Oh yeah, that'd be yeah. There you go. Quinn, but yeah, I got 2 of these. I don't know if I'll keep both pre-orders. I might downsize to one. But I was like I got 2 Vamps initially, and I was like, and they showed up at my house. I was like, these are gigantic. I don't need 2 Vamps.
I need at least one. Yes.
Yeah, I do need at least one, but I might do the same thing. They might show up at my house and be like, what was I thinking? Like, I don't need 2 of these. But yeah, they're too cool to not get one of these.
Yes,
it's awesome. The debate on whether you could fit a figure into them initially was hilarious. I thought from the.
I'm like, dude.
Everyone was like. I'm like, of course you're going to be able to put a figure in it.
It's a snake armor.
I mean, yeah. But do you think it's just going to be a robot? Come on, guys.
No, that's what it never was. That, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the last of the actual G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you have a Jungle Hound. And from the thumbnail, everybody now knows that I have an Arctic Hound. But are you interested in this?
Man, freaking Mark. He came out with this. I knew he was going to come out with this. My buddy Johnny got it. He's another customizer that works with me and Mark. And he waited for this one. I'm like, God, that'd be great for Night Force and everything. But I wanted the Jungle Hound so I can grab some decals and hook it up all striker style. That's why I got it.
Yeah. Well, that said, are you getting an all striker with a crankcase?
Yeah, I made a crankcase too to put in the Jungle Hound. See how they are? But yeah. It's
see what they do to you? See what you do to him, Hasbro?
You keep doing it. But just because it's official Hasbro, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah.
Official.
You know what? Honestly, I hadn't obviously gotten I didn't get the Jungle Hound because I knew they were doing the Ostriker. I was like, well, as much as that looks awesome, it's $200. And it's like, I'll get the Ostriker. Yep. So I waited on that. But that for whatever reason, the Arctic Hound, I was just like, I don't know why I love that so much. Don't know why.
It's badass, yeah.
I had to grab one, and I was just like, and even when the Shadow Hound came out, I was like, I'm glad. I think I made the right choice.
Yeah, the Arctic one is badass. Yeah,
yeah. Whether we get Snowcat or not, I feel like that's a pretty good possibility.
Yep.
maybe after a Thunder Machine.
Ooh.
But I feel like a Snowcat's a pretty good possibility.
Yeah.
And I was like, the best thing about the Gridiron one is like, so I got the orange missiles that are like Joe colored.
Joe color, yeah.
But like, I was like, I can just grab the set of the red missiles that he's selling.
Yep. That's all you gotta do.
Just be like, and now this is a Cobra vehicle, and now I have 2 Arctic vehicles. So that's why I that's how I justified that in my brain. Like, I can make this work. I can make this work when I get a Snowcat. If I get a Snowcat,
Snow Serpents look great with it.
Yeah. So it was a lot later on in the G.I. Joe line, but there was it was the Ice Snake. It was like that, very similar to the way the Arctic Hound looked. It was just 2 wheels in the back and like the fins in the front.
Yeah.
Or the skis in the front. And it was a little sillier 90s vehicle and on the cheaper side, because like by that time in the line they were just making kind of cheap stuff and putting it out. But I loved that vehicle for some reason. So like it was probably part of that I was just like,
yeah, if I get it, I'm inching towards getting it later on, because I took a break from Mark because he'd been doing so many mechs and so many the pack rat looking things and all that, and I wasn't into that. Wait, and then Jungle Hound, boom, I bought it, and then Hound, I had just made a Frostbite custom, so now I've got
awesome.
Snow Job and Frostbite. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean? It'd be perfect.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's been news of the week. That's
Domination.
All right, man. Well, let me see here. What do we got? Let's do some more G.I. Joe questions. We talked about your favorite Cobra.
My favorite Cobra.
Yeah.
Storm Shadow's up there.
But
I've always liked that. He wasn't really ever a Cobra. He was just involved to find out who killed his uncle. So that's what drew me to him. But I like Major Blood's crazy ass.
He's fantastic. That's a great pick. Oh, are you gonna grab that new retro one or not?
Yes, I'm gonna grab the retro one too. Yeah, I have the Cobra
Island. My dog, I do have the Cobra Island one, but my dog chews up one toy a decade, essentially. I can count on one hand how many things she's decided to eat. And his rocket pistol fell off the shelf and was just on the floor, and she's like, I'm gonna eat that. And I'm like,
that's gone.
Yep. So like, I'm like, am I buying another Major Blood just to get a pistol? I do love the red accents. It looks cool. And I know, and he's got different legs and stuff this time around for whatever reason. He doesn't look that different, but I probably will get one.
Yeah.
I was lucky and grabbed him in the store though, so I was happy back in the day. He's a great figure. The face sculpt is fantastic.
Oh, that's one of the best face sculpts they've done. Yeah. And with his little, his missiles for his little gun, I was like, am I ever gonna put these on? I just glued them into his backpack. They're falling.
They do. Apparently, they made improvements to the backpack so the missiles don't fall off. Right. Well. So I mean,
this one I'll get and I'll leave them alone. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I'll probably end up grabbing one, assuming I'm not buying another million pre-orders at the same time.
Oh my god.
And we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Major Blood. That's a good choice. Zartan's my favorite by far, by 1,000 yards.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
I got like every Zartan they've made so far because I'm a lunatic.
Yeah.
But
well,
if they keep making Zartans, I'll just keep buying them.
Right. That's why I love the Dreadnought so much. He's the leader. They're just mercenaries. Yeah, we'll work for Cobra, but if we can sell something to G.I. Joe, we'll do that too. But the Zartan's awesome. Yeah.
When the 6-inch figures come with a ridiculous like color changing gimmick, I'm like, kids, look, this is cool because it's weird and cool. And they're like, why does he change colors? I'm like, don't worry about that. Just he changes colors, so it's cool, kind of thing. But yeah,
I hate sunlight. It
they do
camouflage ability.
Don't spoil a surprise. No, I know they've watched it. Like my son will literally just sit here next to me, like here-ish, and on my laptop screen, not the monitor, but like watch TV while I'm working sometimes. And I'm
Nice.
just like, G.I. Joe? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yes. Because I get to rewatch it sort of, and it's kind of fun to.
Dude, that's cool.
But it also kind of gets him excited and understands like what's behind. Like, it'll be a random episode, and I'll be like, oh, that's this guy and Shipwreck and this, you know, like, and I'll
cool.
and I'll grab him from behind me, and he'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
Oh, into it,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Oh, does Zartan count as Cobra? Or yeah, so he's it's loose.
He's more on. Well, he leads the Dreadnoks, but he's a Cobra operative.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, he definitely, yeah, it's loose. It's loose.
Yeah, a lot of those Cobras are loose, like Firefly, Scrap Iron.
Yeah,
you know,
Firefly is Dom's favorite.
There you go. Oh, he's awesome too.
I do love Firefly. I don't know if there's a Cobra figure out or not out that I would want to see made, that I have like a hard on for. I can't think of one.
I can't either.
I want to see more of everything they're doing, but at the same time, I don't think there's a Cobra that I'm like, make that. Like, I need that, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
You guys in chat, you tell us, is there a Cobra figure that you want that badly? I don't know.
I can easily make a Cobra officer into Scarface.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
You know,
yeah, that's totally.
I wanted to make. I did a custom. I had got lucky, and I found 2 Iron Grenadiers at Target, and I don't know how I came upon this character online, or I don't know if I was just searching. And Sergeant Major Duncan, he's I don't know if he's in the Deke universe or whatever, but he's Destro's bodyguard, driver, assassin, and he's like one of the heads of the Iron Grenadiers. And I made one, and he came out great. So I'm like, I'd love it if they make an official one, or if they start making the Plague Troopers.
Interesting. I don't think I know that character at
Sergeant Major. Let me grab him. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. We're going to chat. We're going to keep talking. We're going to talk about some customs. We're going to do some what you gots. Let me hold you up big.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks just like him. Because I know that because I just Googled to see what he looked like.
Oh,
but yeah, that's great, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got the silver.
You saw Iron Grenadiers in the store? That's shocking.
I found 2 of them. I said, okay, I'm grabbing them. And then I came across this guy, and he did have dual pistols, dual holsters each side, and then I just left one in his back. So he's all
nice.
He's all pistoled up, and he's silver. The other ones are gold. So I painted him silver. It's like he's closer to Destro's silver, you know, the silver look. And that's a Captain America Marvel Legends head from way back.
Okay. Yeah. Is it the old man cap, or is it just
No, it's just I painted it.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it goes. Yep.
Did you get that the beret from off of another figure, or for a Joe figure? Or is that
that's one of the stalkers. That's a stalker beret.
Okay. No, okay. Yeah, stalker's great for customizing. I don't know why I did that.
On my Vietnam LERP team, I had a stalker and Outback and
oh
yeah.
Okay, so again, some like Delta 17, for instance, those customs you're making, they're very modernized warfare, but you still love the Vietnam era kind of stuff that's coming up in like the classified Joes that are coming out.
Oh yeah.
How do you blend those worlds, or do you just go, it's military, it's fine?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just everybody was crying that Leatherneck was too small. I'm like, I remember him being a big dude in the comic, but not. I always thought, you know, they did make Gung Ho a little too big. I don't think Gung Ho should be as big as Roadblock, a little bit smaller. And then they made like the Outback Buck where he's kind of big. So I just here.
Well, Outback was huge though.
Not in the 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah, you don't think he was ripped, man? Look at this 3 3/4 inch.
Look at that. Those are Outback arms.
Oh yeah, and it works. Yeah,
and Outback legs. Yeah,
man, I'm telling you, the Outback Buck is like I think it's just one of the best bucks they've made, let alone face sculpts or head
And then
sculpts, rather.
that's a Punisher Marvel Legends Walgreens head.
Okay.
Yeah. So now my leather neck is a little beefed up.
You just put a little bit of mustache on there.
Yep. I put a little bit of must.
A little mustache on there. All right. What else we got here? All right, so we talked about comics. All right, so you haven't read all of Energon Universe, or you're
no, I haven't. I was gonna jump into the 300 1, 2,
oh
3.
yeah, I
was
haven't done
getting-
that only because I don't. Well, one, I haven't reread old Joe comics in forever.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like honestly, to not to justify it, but to have an understanding of where the story even left off, I'd need to like reread the whole thing in my crazy brain.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if I ever got up towards 300. I mean, like I probably got close, but like I don't think I read the whole run.
Oh, the original? No, I mean,
yeah. So like to get into the 300 stuff, I'd be like, I want to reread the entire thing first, and then I'll, like. So if it's by then, it'll be like there's 12 issues in trade paperback or whatever. I'll grab it then.
Right. That's what I was doing. I was going back
Yeah.
at different toy shows and comic shows. I just get like the Bargain Basement, A Real American Hero, and just build up. And then the damn compendium came out, and it was 1 through 50. Snatch that up.
Yeah. I think, what do I have? I have 5 volumes and a lot of loose stuff back there. I don't know. I don't know what. Probably doesn't go that high. Who knows? If I pulled it off, a bunch of toys would fall. All my comics are behind the toys, so it doesn't like knock up a million toys over to get to see. But yeah, all right. The Energon Universe, I love it to death. The art is fantastic. The writing's fantastic. The Duke miniseries was amazing, and that went right into the G.I. Joe book itself. And like, man, the only prequel to the Joe comic book I didn't read was the Destro one. The Scarlet one was great, but they were all good. Cobra Commander one was great. I didn't read the Destro one because I wasn't like blown away by the art, and I was like, I'll get to it.
Right.
But then the G.I. Joe book itself came out, and I was like, I'll just read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's awesome so far. I'm loving it. But like, I've only recently started going back to the comic shop on a regular basis. So like, yeah, I was playing catch up, and then 2, I was like, okay, this is a reason for me to keep wanting to go back.
Right. Got it.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun so far. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll catch up on the continuation run.
Yes.
And start reading that probably. But
that's what I got into.
Aside from G.I. Joe, Tony, what's your second favorite toy line, or what are you interested in these days that's not classified?
Jada Toys, Street Fighter.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. They are just killing it. They're killing it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Tony the Tiger is pre-ordered in their other line. All the food mascots, I'm in.
You're on the food mascot line?
Yes. I'm in. I don't know why it's crazy. They got me with Chester Cheetah.
Yeah. Tony the Tiger would get me. I don't like that's the one that I'm like, I kind of want that.
Dude, he looks
I don't know why.
I just saw Unparalleled Universe's little review of him. He got him.
Yeah.
Bastard. So I'm like, oh my god, that's mine. And that was one of my favorite cereals. Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, you got Tony. Oh, you got.
Yeah, so
you're obligated to like it.
Oh yeah. So then I told Travis and Travis Moody and Spec from Toy Kind of Mood. They interviewed June over there, and I said, you better ask him about Snap Crackle Pop, the Trix Rabbit. Just keep going.
I bet Trix Rabbit. That's probably top of their list.
Trix Rabbit would be awesome. Yeah.
What's the leprechaun's name?
Lucky.
Oh, it's just Lucky? Oh, okay. I don't know if I ever
Leprechaun.
knew that his name was Lucky.
I think it's not. Oh man.
What if they do Cookie Crisp, but they do all the iterations?
yeah, Sugar Bear. Oh man. They could do that. They could do the Honey Bee from Honey Nut Cheerios.
Those live on a shelf just hanging out with your military figures, or are they all?
Yeah.
Tony's just arms around Roadblock.
Yep. Exactly.
This works. I don't know why this works, but it works.
Yeah, that one. I'm only into McFarlane DC Multiverse because I want to get the satellite era Justice League. I already have the big 7. They look great just to be on the shelf. And but he hasn't made Zatanna, he hasn't made Black Canary, he hasn't made the classic Green Arrow. So I'm like,
he hasn't made a lot of women. Period.
Yeah, he's made a lot of women. It sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how long it took to make Power Girl and Wonder Woman? I'm like, are you kidding me?
I'm a scale snob, and when he took the line over and went 7-inch, I was like, I love DC, by the way. Like, that's my hands. So like, I mean, well, I love Marvel too. Don't get me wrong, but like, but DC is like near and dear to my heart, I guess. And I had like the DC Universe classes. I had like basically every single one. I went through like a weird unloading of stuff. So like, I've gotten rid of like a lot of stuff and just been like, okay, I'm just gonna keep certain things.
Right. I had the whole satellite era DCUC.
Yeah.
That's Power Girl, Captain Marvel,
and everyone's freaking out about it going back to Mattel. And like in the back of my brain, I'm like, I'm kind of glad. I mean,
it might be cool.
I might be. I hope so. I hope they do a good job with it.
You put them next to your Marvel Legends. What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have a George Perez party. Freaking DC versus Marvel. What?
It's great.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I'm not upset that Mattel might be doing DC.
I am not.
Or not might be, is. But if they stay 7-inch, I'm going to be like, oh, no.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That being said, McFarlane had this like ability to just grab the most random characters at times. Like, I'm a huge Legion of Superheroes fan, for instance. Okay. No one cares about that group at all. And he just like recently was like, here's Lightning Lad. And I was like, what the fuck? You made Lightning Lad? Like, okay. You know, like,
where the hell is Karate Kid? That'd have been
bad. Where's all of them? But that being said, but like now the line's going away and I'm like, oh, you almost had me. Like, I was this close to being like, all right, I got to start getting.
But he finally came out with an awesome Superman. Silver Age.
I know.
More like Bronze Age, but at least it's just come out with Jose Luis Garcia Lopez looking characters. I'm all in.
Yeah. The classic thing. I mean, so DC wise, I get Mezco for the most part, just because I'm like, this is the end all be all. Like, this is my Superman and I'm done. But like, that's pretty.
Yeah. Oh, you can't mess with Mezco.
Pretty close. Yeah.
I have not dipped my foot into any Mezco. I'm like, no.
It's a slippery slope.
Too expensive. But I did pre-order that. I pre-ordered that freaking Conan. Oh my goodness. The black camo one. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Arnold one.
Yes.
Yes. His screaming face is
spot on.
Flawless.
It's crazy. I call that the orgy Conan because he breaks up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But he's just like, like it looks. I mean, a lot of people have done the Arnold sculpt recently, and that is just
like that. You can get it into like that.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Dom's a big fan of Conan, and I jokingly buy him a Mezco like every year for Christmas, just because.
Where is that fool at? Where is he at?
He's got life things going on.
Oh, he does.
We're letting him have lifetime.
He's got life happened to him.
He's got life is happening to him right now. But where is he? But at any rate, he loves Conan. It's okay. News is over. You can take the hat off.
Right.
He loves Conan, so I got him the King Conan. I'd passed on like the first couple. But I got him the King one because he loves the comic and like the old Conan shit. And I'm just like, I got it. But that was before the Arnold one was announced. I probably would have gotten him that one. You went Tom's watching left. Yeah. I would love to see Mattel do a DC line like Jurassic Park with figures and that would be cool. I'm not against like I really want like a Marvel Legends-esque. Like, I love DC Universe Classics, don't get me wrong, but like I would love to see Mattel do like a really good 6-inch line that's like modernized with like, you know, pinless and like all the things. All in
on that one.
I just don't
ALA type shit.
Yeah. I just don't think Mattel's going to go as deep or as fast as McFarlane. Like McFarlane, like flooded us with figures. Like I like a lot of people bought into McFarlane too. So like I can't see these people that spent the last 4 years or however long like buying all these 7-inch McFarlanes and going like, oh, okay, let me start again, you know, kind of thing. Like that's what I'm worried about. Like I bet this line's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna do as well, honestly, just because a lot of people are big fans of the McFarlane line. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I cherry pick.
What do you source for your customs? What do you do aside from Gridiron? Do you do Marauders Gunrunners, by the way?
That's who I started out with.
Oh yeah.
When I got into classified, I only got into classified to customize them because I'm like, okay, this is my GI Joe, but what are these armor plates? What is this? What is this? And then I found out they're more looking like the game that was going to come out.
Yeah.
Well, I can change that. Let me change that. Let me get this one, that one.
I can get that Duke and make him look like the Duke I want.
Yes, that's what I did. And I kept going with it, and they came out with retro. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, whoa, I love that, but keep some of the classified aspect in there because I want some newness to it. You know what I mean? Because I can easily go 1-to-1 for a real American hero, but you know, with the little Joe Pros and the little
I like that little. I like those little updates. I brought it up earlier, but like Rock and Roll, I think was like a really good example of like. He's old, but he's a little updated and a little like the shirt's a different color and like he's got the tattoos and like, you know, it's just like,
they classified him up with an
they took the original and they classified it up a little bit. It wasn't like gold armor with neon lights shining up underneath of it. It was like slightly updated. Yeah. But when they do a 1-for-1, I tend to be less excited. Like, although I want that Footloose, I am less excited for it because it's just Footloose. Like, I want a little bit of pizzazz. Like, I want a little classified-ish going on.
I'm like, when they came out with the, you know, Recondo, Duke, Scarlet, hell yes. They come out, and now I see, you know, Colonel Hawk. Yes. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I buy them anyway.
Yeah.
But I like that, like, slight update. I like
it too. I tried to leave it in. If I made a character who they hadn't made yet, I tried to keep them a little classified. That helps. It helps it out. It's like, well, if I make it 1-to-1, it's kind of easy, but leave this in there from this piece you're using for that guy. He's already a little bit classified. Leave it in there. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So.
All right. You want to hold up some of your customs you're proud of? You want to pick up some Delta 17s and show them off?
Yeah. You want to?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Here's the ones I had made first. There's Shepherd.
Yeah, that's flawless, man.
Thank you.
And if you guys aren't familiar with Delta 17, become familiar with Delta 17. So you understand this conversation. Yeah, that's great.
It's funny because they're making them. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a shit ton of G.I. Joe fodder out there to be able to turn Delta 17 6-inch.
Yeah.
So when I started doing it, and Ken really loved it, and then Steven really loved it. And I'm like, yeah. And then here's a newer one. Here's Kestrel. I made her from.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I actually have.
Oh yeah, the Delta 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, it was weird. I used what I have at the moment, and that was the paint. That was the color I had because.
Yeah.
Her actual figure, her color is more like that. It's like a khaki-ish, yellowish, and all her accessories come from the Marine Sniper.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Iron weapon, and then I just gave her.
Right here.
Yeah.
So classically, my daughter is going on 7. So Dom always I always go out of my way to buy her female figures, even if I don't really care, kind of thing. I'm just like, I just want more females, just so she'll like look at the toy shelf and be like, oh, I can identify with this and play along.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. But Dom grabbed me this like really early on.
Yeah.
So there's that khaki. There's the duplicate.
Okay. There you go. That was my reference. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
looks
she's
great.
she's the Grenadier. She's the Grenadier. So I've given her the M4 with the.
Oh
M4
right, yeah.
And the head is that Sharon Carter from the Shield 3-pack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
And she does have a bun too. I painted her hair for Kestrel, and then because it was blonde, and then the Stalker beret fit it pretty well, and it goes over the bun, so it fit really good.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me get the rest. Okay. Yeah, and they just started rolling, man. I just started ideas kept hitting, and I'm like, well, let me make a preacher. And there's a sniper.
Very cool.
His camo is a little light, and the camo spots are square and rectangular. That's a gung ho pack. There's his M4 on it, and then that's a Doc head, which you can't really tell. I painted a goatee on him, and it's a beanie from GPS Lot.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man! They're fun. You guys are fun to make. And then almost done with the good guy faction. The last one I did was Rooster.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yes, the little Rooster that came together pretty well. Used some of the Range Viper stuff. Used Doc's plate carrier. These 4 pouches right here, they came off of Hercules. The new Hercules from Marvel Legends. He has like all kinds of freaking pouches.
Oh gosh, I was like, when you said Hercules, I was like, Hercules.
Yeah,
What are you talking
not
about?
the OG looking one with the skirt. Yeah. So, and that's a Zartan head.
Oh, I was gonna say, what is the head sculpt?
Because Zartan's bald.
Yeah.
And then for the Mohawk, I had an old Marvel Legends Toy Biz Forge. He has a big old long crazy ponytail.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I cut it and put it on top of there to make him look more like I had a Native American Mohawk.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with the way it came out, and I'm glad the Delta 17 guys liked him.
Yeah.
Next up is Leonidas. He's going to be the hardest one, but he's probably.
Oh yeah, that's tough. What are you gonna do for the little dog?
I know. Oh, that's kind of the easy part. Michael's all day.
Oh yeah.
Michael's got those little doggies.
Sits on his shoulders. What are you thinking for the base buck for him?
I don't know, man. I might have to go. I was looking at what's his name? Marvel Legends Kazar.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Kazar. If it's not too big, and then maybe some WWE figures for those soft goods. But he's got brown khaki shorts, so GPS Lot. Here we go again.
Oh yeah. That works though. Okay.
Yeah, and he's got. I mean, it's easy to make. An operator with. He's got a beard. He's got sunglasses. He's got a baseball cap backwards. So that's no problem.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be fun.
Rock and roll head, maybe.
Yeah, rock and roll or snow job.
Sliced his hair off.
Outback, all the bearded guys. Yeah. And Gridiron's got the stuff. They've got the cap. I've got the sunglasses already. So and I've got all the tattoos.
So are you going to continue down the Delta 17 customizing?
Yeah, I got a head sculpt from somebody that was doing like a sci-fi-ish character from G.I. Joe. And that helmet looks kind of like one of the army builders from the good guy faction. There's like a Delta Infantry A or B or something like that. And I think it'd be great. It has a visor coming down. And then it's time to start on the bad guys.
That's the next question.
Yep.
How's that gonna work? Good luck.
They have like a firefly looking dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Jaguar.
Yeah.
Jaguar. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that firefly might be good for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to do toys of the week?
Yeah,
What
go
you got
for
over
it.
there? What do you got over there, Tony?
Well,
What do you got over there?
I just made a I got him today. And I wanted to customize them up. I just dropped the video. I just dropped the video and I'm so proud of it. I'm like, oh my God, he couldn't have came out as good as I wanted. Oh my goodness. I finally got going back into McFarlane.
Okay.
I said earlier, they finally made that Silver Age Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they finally made him like, oh my God, that is straight up Jose Luis Garcia Lopez Superman. So
that one drawing where he's doing the
dude,
he's got the arms. Look at that.
Dude, he came out pretty crazy. And all
awesome.
I did to him, I took off his chest logo. That's
I can see that right away. That's the big thick black outline they put.
Yes, I hated that. I freaking couldn't stand
what was that?
I'm like, dude, he's perfect, but he looks like he has a Superman t-shirt on.
He does. He was wearing a Superman t-shirt.
The Superman we know and love from the comics, everything. He doesn't have the only black outlines he should have are on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? The one on the back. And boom, I'm thank you that they put a wired cloth goods cape on this sucker.
I do. They moved pretty heavily into that because that collecting superhero toys when I was a kid, I could not stand when the plastic capes came around. Like God. Having been like a superpowers kid when I was like a kid,
yes.
and then like grow, and I'm like just like, oh, the cape flaps in the wind when I'm flying around and stuff, and like moving into like when we were teenagers or older, and like superhero toys were getting more prevalent, but they all had those big hunks of plastic hanging off the back, and I'm like, I can't stand it. That's why I love the Mezco, because I'm just like cloth goods all day.
Oh, you're
like,
done. You're done. Yeah. So I'm glad he started doing that. I had made a video.
Yeah, that's amazing. Also, the way it folds into the toy perfectly, like it's
the
vinyl decal at the shoulder.
Yes, and then his trunks belong to the Christopher Reeve one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes
sense.
Because
and that's me. I'm just nitpicky as hell.
I mean,
his trunks have really, really thin belt loops. The one that come with Christopher Reeve are the thicker ones.
The nice thick square.
Yes.
I like it.
Now
I like that nitpick. You know what? Of all the nitpicks to have, that's a great one to have.
Yeah, I don't like all the black lines. I need the correct.
It looked like a t-shirt.
It looked like a freaking t-shirt, and I'm like, no, it's awesome.
That's actually the one thing I don't like about this one, because it's kind of the same.
Oh, does it have those?
No, he has the black outline.
What's funny on some of his other Supermen, they're sculpted and they don't. Oh man,
yeah, it's like what are you doing?
Someone put a sticker on it.
It just like it seems so, especially for a Mezco, it seems kind of lazy, and you're just like, why didn't you? Like Batman's got a sculpted bat on his chest, like and like so on, and then there was they did like the rebirth, not rebirth, but the regeneration Superman with the all black and the silver. Right. And it's this nice silver S that's like molded and put onto the thing. And I'm like, why didn't you? That had to be like 2 months separation in production, like of what you were building.
Yeah.
But it was such a weird choice that they didn't put a legitimate like S emblem on him.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell? And then with him, he was sold out in seconds. So I couldn't get him single. So I had to but they had the bundle available when I was looking. They had that Superman, they had Two-Face and Dr. Fate. Okay. So Dr. Fate, I haven't opened him yet, but I opened the Two-Face, and he's perfect to go with that Joker.
Oh yeah, he had that. Wow, that's a great Joker. Harlan's done a lot of Jokers. I will say that. At least he's done a lot of Jokers. That one's a great one.
Waited for the Superpowers Joker. I mean, you call it that, but that's like. You know, that's one of my other line superpowers. They're $10. Why not? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've been buying those for my son. He loves them. And then I dug out all of my old junk and like added it into it. So he's got like a lot of Batman Returns and a Batman like 89 Batman Batmobile and like he's got all the stuff. Like he's got a Returns Batcave playset. You know, they made that like 7 times, but you know,
yeah,
mine's from Batman Returns. But like, you know, so it's just like, here's all this stuff. And he's just like, yeah, I got Batwings and Batmobiles everywhere. And like,
right.
Yeah, but now here's Superman and Flash and Green Lantern. And like, it's just like, they're $10, man. I just get, here's another character. Here's another
Yes, they're $10.
Yeah.
You know, that shelf is growing. Holy crap. And then I never really had all kinds of Green Lantern core. And they were so easy to get. Kilowog and John Stewart and now Guy Gardner. And now they just made a Hal Jordan. And the Hal Jordan is shorter than the OG Hal Jordan from Superpowers. It's crazy. But what got me into the McFarlane was they finally made a good one.
Oh, yeah, that Wonder Woman's flawless. I'm so mad I didn't buy that one.
But if you notice, some people get the other one, the main release, and put those arms on her so they can have the silver bracelets. This one comes with dark blue bracelets because
and you just painted them. Yeah.
I just painted them.
Yeah. No brainer. It's a no brainer.
Yep.
I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, I mean that's awesome.
Thank you.
Coughing a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I've been coughing a lot.
But yeah, so I've been getting all kinds of McFarlanes in here because it's like, oh, now he's coming out with some good ones now that he's leaving the line. Did you ever?
He's like he is bombarding us right now, right? By the way.
Yes.
It's like, here's a million toys, and you're like, wow,
I just made this
really
Aquaman. I just made this Aquaman better by putting a Flash Gordon head on him.
Oh, wow. Oh, good job. That's a good one.
Way better. Yeah,
he looks like he's wearing makeup now.
He kind of does. He doesn't really match the skin tone, but oh my god, you can tell right there.
No, that's great though. That's great head sculpt for that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let me show what I got here. All right, so I got I got a lot of gridiron.
Okay.
I mean, I bought an Arctic Hound, so I bought a bunch of random stuff. Rock and Roll just has sunglasses on.
Nice.
That's way too bright. There we go. Rock and Roll just has sunglasses on. Nothing crazy. I got the sunglasses because it comes in a 2-pack because I wanted to make him look like Magnum PI.
There you go.
I just Magnum PI'd up Bazooka for no reason whatsoever because I'm a crazy person. Loved Tom Selleck, loved Magnum PI. I can't stand Tunnel Rat crawling through tunnels with a giant backpack, so I got him a little backpack rig.
Way better.
Yeah, you can. Oh, and I downsized his weapon. I think that's a Action Force Valor's gun. Yeah. But yeah, just jammed his flashlights in there for now. But you know,
there you go.
Kind of thing. And then I'm never. One thing Classified does I can't stand is the helmet only fits if you have the goggles wrapped around the inside of the thing. So I just grabbed Hawk a better helmet, and I just painted them silver real quick. It's just one of the standard gridiron helmets.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, can't stand the helmet thing. It drives me crazy. I like like Dusty's helmet. I'm like, it's the worst.
Oh. Yeah.
Talking about superpowers, I love Secret Wars as well. Okay. And I got a lot of those, but I was very weirdly specifically only getting the ones that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I got Wolverine and Spider-Man and Cap.
Nice.
And I passed on all the other ones. But like this one,
I got Spider-Man.
Which is technically Secret Wars.
Oh my god.
Came in a 2-pack, but I was at Toylanta and I just saw him floating around and I was like, oh, I'll grab that for $10. So I just grabbed it. Like I don't have the extra head. I don't have anything. It's just, but it was $10 and I was like, I'm going to grab
that one. Came with Photon, didn't it?
Yeah. And it's on sale. Like you can basically get it for the price of one character or one toy now, like $25-ish.
Right.
But when I see it at Toylanta for $10, I'm going to grab it. So like, and I was like, I was like waffling on it recently. I was like, I should pick that Dr. Doom up that I want. And then at Toylanta, it was like $10 in a plastic bag and it had no accessories. And I was like, I don't care. This is good.
Yeah. I got the real good Dr. Doom with cloth goods cape. Oh man, it's badass.
I got a cape for him off of Cape Masters.
Oh,
he does the bright green though. He did like the bright green. I was like, that's
Oh, did he?
perfect for this one. Yeah, so he did the super bright green for this ridiculous version of Dr. J.
Oh, I replaced all my superpowers capes with Cape Master.
Oh yeah, it's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I got this guy recently, so this was a cool one.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of Cyclops and Nightcrawler. I'm not really deep into Marvel Legends, so I don't know how you are with Marvel Legends, but like
I was deep.
I just nitpick. I pick and choose very, very specifically. Because again, it was kind of like oh yeah,
me too. Yeah, I had to get blue and gold team.
Yeah. So well, that's another thing. Like, so I've got some Mezcos down there.
There you go.
Like I'm building up this X-Men, but like I don't know, for whatever reason with the superheroes rather in general. Yeah. I was just like, I had built in that collection up with Toy Biz Toy Biz Legends and DC Universe Classics and kind of thing. And I was just like, I think I'm done with that. And like for years, Dominic's been like, you got to get it back into Marvel Legends. It's so good now. It's so good. And I was like, yeah. I don't want to do it. I did it already. I built like every team I could possibly think of, like.
There you go. Oh shoot, yeah.
But they're slowly chipping away at me, and I've like been buying recently. I've just been picking up random Marvel Legends. But Nightcrawler is one of my hands down favorite X-Men.
Yeah.
Cyclops and Nightcrawler, they're neck and neck for me every.
Oh man,
every day I can't decide which one I like more.
I'm a big Marvel Knights guy. So the Moon Knight, Daredevil, Spidey, Punisher. Blade, that's right up my alley.
I do love all those characters. Daredevil's Malieve and Bendis' run on Daredevil, if you didn't read that back in the day.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, another Gridirons thing I got is just helmets for these guys. I got that.
Very nice. Yes.
Just pick that up. Again, I got a bunch of random Gridiron stuff.
Yeah.
This guy just came in with all the rest of it.
Oh my goodness! Yep, I was playing with that at the Mesa Toy Con. At Mesa because Gridiron Mark had a table there, and we're helping him sell stuff, and I was just playing with that thing. It was awesome because the two skids they move as one.
Yeah,
right?
They're connected underneath.
Yeah,
so when you move one, it moves the other.
That's
so it's this bar that connects under the center part over there, and then.
Oh yeah.
Again, not having a Jungle Hound, this being the first vehicle I've ever gotten from Gridiron, I was like, oh, this is fucking hefty. Like it has some weight. And I'm a little concerned about letting my 3-year-olds play with this.
I know.
It's
dangerous.
It's custom and 3D printed and slightly more brittle plastic and heavier and easier to snap at certain points, kind of thing. Man, that looks awesome. I love the stickers you added, by the way. Are those water slides or stickers?
Water slides.
Nice.
Water slides.
But I love this thing.
That thing's badass.
I love the missile. Yeah, this is fantastic. It's one thing they did with Scrap Iron that I really loved with the drone. It has the R2D2 lens eye on there, and I loved it. And that the fact that he's carried that on into the stuff that he's made, I'm like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Good work, keep doing it. But yeah, just the belt feeds into the front there, like that's that's
the grenades.
Awesome. Such cool stuff, man.
Oh yeah, you can swap that out.
This is super fun.
Yeah.
My son's already loving it, although I am mildly worried every time he touches it because I've only had it for a couple, like basically a week, maybe. But I went ahead and got the Earl for this as well because I can't stand the Stinger missiles. I never liked them. Also, when he plays with it, he just like they fall off all the time. He's like rolling it down the hallway, and they're like falling out, and I'm like. I don't know. I've always hated that missile system. I thought it was silly. This is amazing, and I was like, well, if I'm getting the Arctic, I might as well soup up. So I finally got a roll cage for the Stinger, and I got the missile pod for the Stinger. But this is awesome. What a really cool upgrade. And then I know you're probably done this 1,000 years ago, but I just got all this stuff for this. So I just added the roll cage on here. Or the back cage, and then I added the front. Guns and the grill and stuff. So I just did a huge. I was like, I'm getting Gridiron. I might as well just get a ton of Gridiron while I'm at it.
Right. I wait for a while. And
Yeah,
then
I hold off
roll it out.
forever, and then finally I'm like, all right, give me $500 worth. I'm in, kind of thing. But saving not the best or maybe the best for last.
Yeah.
I got so I've also been getting the Street Fighters, and I love it to death. But I was way late on Violent Ken, so I went ahead and got Violent Ken because I found him on AliExpress for like $40, which is only like $5-ish.
Oh, really? Crap.
Yeah.
Dude,
and then I bought him this amazing soft goods stuff from the movie. I don't know if you ever saw the Street Fighter 2 movie back in the day.
Oh yeah.
But I love that movie. So when he has that cape on, I'm like, yes, I passed on regular Ken. I saw him in the store all the time, and I hadn't really started collecting the line yet. And then when I finally started getting it, he wasn't there anymore. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna get Ken, I'm gonna get Violent Ken. Kind of thing. So like I hunted him down for a reasonable price. So instead of like 75 or whatever he's going for on eBay, I got him for like 40, 35, 40. So I was like, I'll pay that.
I see what they're doing though with the player twos. They'll put stuff in there that you want to put on the regular one, like Chun-Li's smiley face, her little yatta.
Oh yeah. And the peace sign. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then
this was just like they did. I mean, barely, but there's like a little bit of purpley shadow paint in the detail. It's nothing crazy, but it's there. But to make him like not just red, he's got like something going on. But
I wasn't going to do the player twos, but somehow I ended up with almost all of them.
I started by just grabbing a Chun-Li player two. Not the player two, sorry, the red one, the second version.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the exclusive Chun-Li.
Not the pink one, right?
Yeah, not the pink one, the red one. Right. But I just saw the red one in Target, and I was like, I don't have anything to buy. I'll buy this. So again, it was like it's a female character. Maybe Violet will like playing with it, kind of thing. So like, I was like, and then I got it home, and everyone had been talking about Jada Street Fighter for a while at that point. So I was just like, I want to see what these things are all about. Right. And I got it home, and I was like, this toy is amazing, and I'm probably gonna buy a lot more Street Fighter now.
Hell yeah, dude!
So I started getting more, man. I'm obsessed, man.
I'm all in. They're amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm all in. Well, now I am, I guess, but like because I feel like every time we do an episode, I'm like, here's more Street Fighter, Dom, and he's like, why are we doing this? Why are you so obsessed with this? No, he gets it a little bit, but all right, we've been talking for a while. All right. Well, I think we've done it, Tony.
All right.
What else you got? What do you got going on in your world? What do you have to promote aside from your IG and your YouTube channel?
IG, YouTube, just I'll probably start messing with a little bit more Delta 17 customs. They're fun to make. The guys Steve and Ken, they're awesome dudes, and they're loving it. And I'm loving finding the stuff to make for them, and it's easy. It's easy. It's cool. It's something different. When there's a lull in GI Joe, we're waiting on pre-orders, or we're waiting on things here and there. It's like, well, I got such a damn big fodder box full of stuff from other customs. It's like, dude.
Yeah, like why not just make something?
That's where these Delta 17s came from. So much good fodder parts from Hasbro and Classified and all that stuff. And then I'm getting some older vintage superpowers that are beat up because I'll paint them and make them look a whole hell of a lot better. And then you got Cape Master out there that hooks you up.
Helping you out. Yeah.
And then just cherry picking McFarlane while he's still around, see what else he's doing, and boost my JLA. And all I've got is
walking around Toylanta. I was like, I'm a huge. So again, sidekicks. I love the sidekicks. I love Robin. Love Batman characters in general, but love Robin. And like some of those Tim Drakes that came out recently that are like kind of hard to get were at Toylanta, and I was like, all right, no, I got to be careful. I spent a lot of money on Gridiron last week.
Oh yeah,
so I gotta be careful.
Yeah, same here. So, but yeah, all my customs and all my GI Joes are outfitted with either the loadouts or weapons, all the upgraded military weapons. I'd started out with Marauder gun runners, and then I got Mark II Toys, who does all the Action Force stuff. And I just bounced around from 3D printer to 3D printer, found Mark, and he was here, and just made friends with him, and we're cool. You know, he's in my circle, and he happens to make badass weapons and pistols and
He makes
helmets.
awesome stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good. Thanks for being on the show. It's been lovely talking to you for the first time ever.
Right? That's crazy. Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
All right. I guess we won toys for the week. I guess we've done it. We're gonna head out, guys. Thanks for joining us on another Toy Domination. We'll see you next time. All right.
That's fun.
Oh, we're still live.